new studio, everything looking really good. I'm trying to make this be my home. Yeah, see, yeah man, like it. I don't yet, still need to put more touches on it, but I mean, yes, people, welcome back in the Nicardo Media House. There again, and I present to you guys the Morning Insider. As you know, the long time supporter them would remember when I used to do this episode and drop off video like 8 a.m. every day from Monday to Friday, or actually 3-4 times out of the 5 days that I usually do it. I have done the podcast yesterday, the Nick and Dan podcast with me and Daniel. Yeah, look, I disappear for around a month and a week or two. You know, look, the reggae boys mainly responsible for that. The man drive me that depression, the man drive me mentally, either the Copa America, you know. But I mean, you know, look, we have stuff to do, you know, family, you know, have certain things to take care of. So we just said, look, we're going to just take away ourselves, disappear off the social life for a month, and then we will be back for a week before the regular seasons of the English Premier League, the SPL, which is the Scottish Premier League, that kicks off yesterday. So not yesterday, but over the weekend, would say on Saturday. You know, games played Saturday and Sunday. You know, the English Premier League, the Community Shield is next Sunday, and the Premier League kicks off on week after next Friday. That's like probably around 12 days from now, and the reggae boys will be in it, and we're actually going to preview the English Premier League with all the reggae boys in it, so look out for that. But today's video is all about, I'm going to talk about the Arnett Garden, the junglists finally did it, finally got that one over the line. They got their first ever Caribbean Cup. It's a Caribbean Shield. They off now to the Caribbean Cup, where they're going to play Arnett Garden, going to in that zone, Mount Pleasant, Cavalier, Police Force, and Real Hope from 80, you know. But look, it's a wonderful thing. You know, I'm a junglist and I'm grateful for that, to see my club doing really good on an international platform. And also talk about Shamar Nicholson, what is really going on with the Trenchtown boy, what's going on over there in Russia, from the war, from everything start to happening. It's not the same with him and SPARTAK Moscow. Yeah, but let's kick it off first. Talk about Arnett Garden. You know, Arnett Garden have played 4 games in the Caribbean Shield, where they won 2-1. I think they won 7-1. They won 2-1 again. And they won 1-0 in the final. So that's 4 games. And they won the Caribbean Shield. An impressive win. I wouldn't say, you know, all 4 games were really good. You know, I think a lot of improvements needed from the junglists. When I really look around, you know, Cavaliers will always bring their young players. They always want to show Mount Pleasant, the recruitment. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. So many players coming in, so many players going out. You know, Jean Claudia, Ferreira signed. You know, I saw they sign Cameroonian players. So it's going to be tough in the upcoming JPL season coming up on next month. But it's all about August the 20th. That's the next big thing for Arnett Garden. The Caribbean Cup will kick off at Sabina. Cavaliers will play against Mount Pleasant. Yeah, the final of the JPL. And also I think they will actually play that I don't remember what cup it is, where in the JPL where they played this game, that the rematch of the final. We saw it it's a pre-season game. But yeah, you know, Xavier Gilbert, his first trophy in the jungle. Yeah, his first trophy as a junglist, as a coach. Whew, I don't know, man. I think, you know, with the Xavier Gilbert, it's still a 50-50. It's still not settled the way how it should be settling. But nevertheless, when you go into a tournament, when he steps on that pitch, when he's a coach for Arnett Garden, you expect to win. Yeah, you expect to win, and he have done so. Arnett Garden was not really the clear favorite, but they stamped their class. They show that they have a lot more potential than the rest of teams. They show that they have experience. They show that a team is coming together, a very young team. So it's now if they can carry over from the what they left off at the Caribbean Shield, carry it over to the Caribbean Cup. And look, the top 2 teams will advance. 5 teams is in one group. All 3 Jamaican teams are in Group A. As I said, Cavaliers, Mount Pleasant, Police Force from Trinidad, Real Ope from Haiti, and Arnett Garden from Jamaica. So I don't know how that happened, but all 3 teams from Jamaica are in the one group in the Caribbean Cup, and top 2 teams from each group will advance to the semi-final, and from there you don't know, hell broke loose again. It's a tug and war to get to the CONCACAF Champions League. Next up, I'm going to talk about the man himself, Shamar Nicholson. Oh my God, can he get a club? Can his situation be sorted out with SPARTAK Moscow? I don't know, but remember at one time Shamar Nicholson even was gaining a lot of weight. He was frozen out of the squad. I remember his first 2 seasons, it was really good. I think he scored around 15 goals for the team in competitive games, played over 30 games for SPARTAK Moscow. But from, I can't remember that coach name, but from Guilherme Abascal, the Spaniard, I think he came in when he was like 34, 35. He came in and he decided, look, Shamar Nicholson is not in his plan, and from there he was just frozen out of the team. And now the same coach, was coaching the team previously before. I think his name, let me try to remember his name. The previous coach before, the current coach now is Dejan Stankovic, and Dejan, the previous coach before that was Silenkovic. Silenkovic was the coach, I think. Yes, Silenkovic was the coach, is the assistant coach for Guilherme, the Spaniard, when Shamar Nicholson will get frozen. So I was like, okay, Guilherme Abascal got sacked. Is he going to favor Shamar Nicholson? No. Sent him out on loan at Claremont Foot, where he scored 4 goals, 3 assists. I could only remember one game that Shamar Nicholson have played really well in, and that was the game against Olympique Lyonnais, where they won 2-1 away in that French Liga game. And he said, Claremont Foot was a very average team. From the season start till it end, they were fighting for their life, and sometimes playing in a very struggling below par team, not that qualities around. Sometimes those players tend to drag you down to their level, but again, you have to put a lot of blame on Shamar Nicholson because he got the games, he got the time. I think he played around 28 to 30 games in the French Liga for Claremont Foot, so I think he could have done a lot more better. He missed some opportunities, he missed penalty, so I think, looking at it now, even reports coming out from a very credible media house from the Middle East, from Saudi Arabia, Arabic media house, that Al Ahly, the 43 champions in Egyptian Premier League, is looking to get this man, the Jamaican, the REGGAEBOYZ, over the line. Talks, I don't know if talks are still going on, but Al Ahly from Egypt, big team, 12th time African Champions League title winners. I remember even when they may know at one point have a little stint in the Egyptian Premier League, but Al Ahly is that big fish over there in African football, a big fish in Egyptian football. As I said, they won their league 43 times. The last time it was the 2022-2023 season, so I don't know, let's see. But I remember even at one time I even done a video, Watford, at one time I was looking at him, Galatasaray, teams in the championship, teams in Spanish La Liga, even talks were thinking of even going back over in Belgium, but especially when you look at SPARTAK Moscow, they have brought in Dejan Stankovic, have brought in 8 new signings, so far this summer transfer. Their season, I think they played 2 games already. Their last one, they win one, and they played a game tomorrow. But when you look at it, he brought in 8 new players, including 3 high-profile players. I say Ezequiel Barkley coming from I think River Plate in Argentina. William Jose, the Brazilian Spaniard. And also they bought this midfielder, the winger, Marquinhos. I think they bought someone. They have a striker that they bought last season. So they have 2 strikers, William Jose and a Costa Rican striker, Ugalde. Very young. William Jose is a very experienced. So where the room will fit in for Shamar, because I think he more out of the team, looking for a new club than played a next game for SPARTAK Moscow. I think his time has come to an end, and he has just have to live with that, and that's the reality of the business of sports. Not many managers going to come in and like you. Not many managers going to come in and favor you. All managers will come in and have their preference. So it's up to Shamar Nicholson and his agent to try to find a way out and try to find a new home. I just can't see him go out and alone. It's not going to be good for him. He need a home. He's reaching that age where 30, when you're looking at, I only have 1 or 2 more decent contract before I hit the retirement. So if you want to go make some money, heard that Al Ali, is in talks, very rich, powerful team, in African football, very, very one of the top team in in the Arabic countries. So yeah, let's see, who else, see Judah Films, is in where I think it's UAE, United Arab Emirates, Lamar Waka just played there also. So if you want to go to the Middle East, man, I eat some food and just exalt the European dreams and the Champions League, the Europa League, the Europa Conference, and since Shamar Nicholson have went, left Boystone and went to Domzale, Sporting Charleroi, Spartak Moscow, Clermont Foot. Spartak Moscow is his own high-profile team that he played for, that he didn't play in any European competition. Clermont Foot, you would say a in and out team of Ligue 1 and Ligue 2, so not a high-profile team in the French league. So again, he played European competition for Domzale, played European competition, for Sporting Charleroi, Risk Good Loads, of course. So it's up to him if he want to continue in Europe or move on over to the Middle East, where the clubs are spending big and paying out big cash, big bucks, So let's see what's going to happen with Shamar Nicholson. Shamar Nicholson, very quality player. I think he have a lot more in his chamber to showcase to the world. And I think he's young, not much I would say young, but when you look at his age, you still say is the position that he played, he's still young in that role. Normally players be looking to hit their prime in this region, in this DNA. When you look at even Cristiano Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo is out of this world, arguably one of the best ever to do it. He has scored more goals since he go over that 30 age mark. So if he can really maximize his time, maximize how much he get game time, pick the right team where he's going to get game, and go out there on the pitch and prove that I'm Shamar Nicholson, I'm from Trenchtown, I'm an ex-Boystone player, and show them that, look, I'm a reggae boy, I'm going to stand my ground and show whichever club you go. But I think when I look at it, the current coach that's coaching Spartak Moscow now, Dejan Stankovic, the Serb, I just think the Stankovic and Selenkovic both coaches, Selenkovic is from Bosnia, just not looking into that direction of the reggae boy. So I think him and his agent just going to have to find somewhere new to go, and a new challenge. He still got I think between 20 to 24 months left back on his contract at Spartak Moscow. But talking about Shamar Nicholson, moving on to a man who is Shamar Nicholson is his idol. The man who is on the verge of signing for Charlton Athletic, no other than Kaheim Dixon, the former Arnett Garden player, former CC Clarendon College player. Look, reports have been coming out that Dixon is booked for medical for Charlton Athletic, the League 1 team, the team that's finished mid-table. Looking at it, they have numerous of signings that came through the door this season. They're looking for a fresh start. Nathan Jones, a very experienced man who actually coached in the Premier League already for Southampton. So you have that experience, of a very solid coach. But what this player can bring to a team like Charlton Athletic, two Jamaicans are already there. I think his name is Che Campbell and our boy, no other, Kirai Anderson. He's going to get settled. Those two players are going to be the first two players going to cling around, and they're going to help him to get settled. But Charlton Athletic has been known for developing the youngsters and move them on to top championship team, Premier League team. Joe Gomez, look at Liverpool, look at the career he already have already. Ezra Konsa, a player that played in the Euros for England. Those two players are defenders formerly of Charlton Athletic, youth academy that grew in that Charlton Athletic Academy at a very young age, and got sold on at the end. But the ambition of Charlton Athletic, they were very, very disappointed of the season that they had last season. So what they did, they kept all their key pieces and moved on some French players and then brought in fresh pieces, no other than Alfie May, the man that scored over 20 goals. I think he played for Cheltenham in League 2, in League 1 last season, so he's going to be the man that they're going to expect to get all the goals. But Kaheim Dixon, I think the League 1 is a right step in the direction. I don't think it as rough as the EFL Championship. Yeah, as whoever is living in the US, Paramount will be broadcasting all football when it comes on to EFL Championship, Carabao Cup, League 1, League 2. Paramount will be featuring over 250 games this season. So guess what? Whoever in the US will get an opportunity to see young Kaheim Dixon on the field for Charlton Athletic. Hopefully, medical pass, work permit, as you know, that's one of the most important things when it comes on to a young player who is a non-EU resident. Work permit is the most important thing to get over. But I mean, a squad that is around average age of 26, the forward line average age is around 24. It's a very young squad, so he will be looking to play against players, in that team in training who is amongst his age group, experience. They have a very good sets of experience of defenders. So I mean, he will come up against those players every day in training. But I think the League 1, he should be managing the League 1. If he get game time, he needs to make most of his opportunity, and I think he will get the game time. It's a long season. 46 teams, you play 40, how much teams? 46 teams in it? Yeah, no, 24 teams, and you actually play 46 games. 24 teams, and you played 46 games, plus you play the EFL Cup, and then you play the Carabao Cup. So they have that domestic cup that all the EFL clubs that in the League 2, League 1 and the League 2, League 1 played. That's something like something like their domestic FA Cup, and then they will play in the FA Cup, and they will in the Carabao Cup. So they might want to either go on to play, make a run in the FA Cup, make a run in the Carabao Cup. But this season for Nathan Jones is to make a push for promotion, but make a push for the playoff. That I think will be their first object coming next week. Their first game will be against Wigan Athletic at the DW Stadium. And Nathan Jones, the coach, have said his team is in a very good shape. They had a very good preseason. Look, come to the end of the Morning Insider, people. Bless upon yourself. The Morning Insider at the news studio, everything looking really good. I'm trying to make this be my home. Yeah, see, yeah, man, like it. I don't yet, still need to put more touches on it, but I mean, Morning Insider. Happy Monday to everyone. Hope everyone is having a blessed day at work. As you know, it's one of the most laziest day of the week when you come, especially when you're coming off of a nice high weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you have to wake up Monday to go to work. Listen, man, bless upon yourself. Have a good day. Peace and love. Out.